This is an early fighting game prototype, tentatively called Luna.Clash. All assets used are proxy. Movement is straightforward. You can walk, dash, jump, double jump or air dash a fixed number of times before landing, or attack with standing, crouching, or airborne normals of 3 strength levels, which form a basic cancel chain. Players can block high, low, or in the air, though many grounded normals are air unblockable. Players can also throw opponents in the same aerial state, which bypasses guard, but cannot throw an opponent currently in block stun. All throws can be escaped by pressing the throw button with similar timing to the opponent. Somewhat unconventionally, specials are performed using a dedicated special button plus a direction, which can be followed by a basic attack button to use a different variant of that special. This simplified special system is Smash Bros. Inspired, and has been adapted to maintain the variety in specials that players expect from traditional fighters. Both players have access to a super gauge at the bottom of the screen, which fills on hit or being hit, favoring the attacker. It costs 50% of the super gauge to perform a super, or 25% to perform an EX. Players can also receive a large amount of bonus super meter by landing a clean hit on a foe that has been repeatedly blocking, shown by their guard gauge, which drains quickly while not blocking. When a player is knocked into the air, the juggle gauge appears instead. This is a visual representation of hit stun, which scales based on the current proration. Proration starts at 100% and drops with every hit, reducing both damage and hit stun in a combo. When the juggle gauge empties, the combo ends and hit player is placed into an invincible fall state. On hitting the ground from this fall state, there is a short wait period, and the player will slowly stand up. They are fully invincible until they are able to act. Players may choose to tech roll instead of standing up, but this takes longer and is not fully invincible. The player can still block during the vulnerable portion of a tech roll. Instead of falling to the ground, players can choose to air tech. Players are invincible for the body of the air tech, but are fully vulnerable at both the start and end, making it somewhat risky to attempt. However, successful air tech will let the player escape mix-ups waiting for them on the ground. Finally, we have the burst mechanic, where super meter rewards a steady offense. Burst acts as a comeback tool. Players each start with 1 burst stock and can store up to 2, gaining another when their burst meter fills to maximum. Burst meter is gained over time, increased based on the player's missing health. Both players also gain burst meter on hit. The gain rate for burst meter is halved when a player already has 1 burst in stock to discourage players from just sitting on their burst. There are 3 types of bursts, all of which are strike invincible but not throw invincible. Offensive bursts, used when the opponent is in hit stun, grant positive proration on hit, resulting in highly damaging combos. Defensive bursts, used when you are in hit stun, knock the opponent away and are additionally invincible to other bursts. And neutral bursts, used when neither player is in hit stun, which grants 50% bonus super meter and wall bounce the opponent. When bursting, the player will recover a portion of their lost health, displayed as red health. Additionally, the positive proration of an offensive burst is increased based on the red health recovered.